Hello student, myself Mr. Nilesh Maske. Now we are going to start our new chapter, that is ionic equilibrium. So in 11th standard we studied the chapter named chemical equilibrium. So you are aware of the meaning of chemical equilibrium, the concepts of QC and QP. Okay, now in this chapter we are going to start the what is the exact meaning of ionic equilibrium. So let us start the chapter. Now I am going to tell you the exact meaning of equilibrium is state of balance. Exact meaning of equilibrium is state of balance or balancing condition or balancing state. Let us consider, as we know, weight balance. Manual weight balance, not digital. Manual weight balance. If I am putting 5 kg to the one side of the weight balance, okay, then another side, how much weight I want to add? That is equal to 5 kg. Just say sugar, 5 kg sugar. I want to add another portion. So what will happen? There will be two sides equal to each other. Okay, दोन्ही तराजूच्या एका पाड्यात 5 किलो ठेवलं, दुसऱ्या पाड्यात 5 किलो ठेवायला पाहिजे ना, तर बॅलन्स होणार आणि मग इक्वल मध्ये ते येते. That state, balancing state, is called as equilibrium. That is the exact meaning of equilibrium. Okay, in last year we studied chapter chemical equilibrium. So chemical equilibrium means reactant is converted into product and product get back into reactant, called as chemical equilibrium. So there must be some points for mentioning regarding equilibrium. So number first, there must be equilibrium is happened only in a reversible reaction. Equilibrium is possible only reversible reaction, not possible irreversible reaction. So reversible reaction means reactant is converted into product and product is get back into reactant. Okay, irreversible reaction is denoted by double arrow. Irreversible reaction is denoted by single arrow. So single arrow indicates reactant converted into product, only one direction. Reversible means reactant converted into product and product get back into reactant. That is two directions. So only reversible reaction can take part in equilibrium state. Okay. So now we are going to start ionic equilibrium. Concept of ionic equilibrium. Okay. So let us consider an example. If I am taking A plus B, reactant A and reactant B, which is converted into its ion, that is called as A plus and B minus. Okay, so let us consider that reactant AB dissociate A plus and B minus. Dissociation or ionization. Dissociation means separation of ions. I am taking reactant A and B into the beaker. It dissociate A plus and B minus. Dissociation means separation of ions. Ion, there in two types of ion named cation and anion. So what is the equilibrium is there? What is the ionic equilibrium or equilibrium is there? So point to be remember that reactant A and B converted into A plus and B minus, that is converted into reactant. Reactant A and B converted into ions. That is one way trip. Okay, now A plus and B minus combines together to form A and B, that is backward step. Okay, so The equilibrium, now let us move to the definition of ionic equilibrium. So ionic equilibrium is defined as equilibrium exists between ions and unionized molecule. Ions and unionized molecules called as ionic equilibrium. The equilibrium which exists ions and unionized molecules called as ionic equilibrium. Reactant AB converted into A plus and B minus. So A plus and B minus combines together to form A and B reactant. Okay. Then the definition of ionic equilibrium is the equilibrium in which or which exists in ions, that is these are the ions, okay, and unionized molecules. These are molecule A, these are molecule B, called as ionic equilibrium. AB converted into A plus B minus combines to form A and B. There is a two-way trip. Okay, so it is called as ionic equilibrium. Okay, hopefully you have get to my point. The equilibrium exists in ions and unionized molecule is called as ionic equilibrium. Ions means these are the ions, unionized means these are the unionized molecules now, 1A and 1B. So called as ionic equilibrium. So now let us move to the detailed concept of ionic equilibrium. Detailed concept of ionic equilibrium. Ionic equilibrium is possible only in aqueous state. Ionic equilibrium is possible only in aqueous state. Ionic equilibrium possible only aqueous state. Not possible non-aqueous state. Not possible to non-aqueous state. Ionic equilibrium is possible only in aqueous state because aqueous state contains ions. Okay, let us say if I am taking the beaker. Okay, beaker consists 100 ml of water. Okay, so if I add NaCl salt to the water, then NaCl completely dissolve in water. Okay, uniform mixture or homogeneous mixture are there. So the equilibrium exists in these ions and these ions is called as ionic equilibrium. Okay, so there are two conditions are there. So A plus B, first condition as I said you earlier, A plus B, which gives A plus B minus. Okay, the equilibrium exists in ions and non-ionized molecule or unionized molecule called as ionic equilibrium. Now second condition is, please remind this example. Now second condition is this: if I am taking P plus Q minus, which gives X plus Y minus ions. P plus Q minus ions equilibrium with X plus and Y minus ions. This is also called as ionic equilibrium because it consists ions at least one side. It consists ions at least one side. So now remind my previous example, NaCl dissolved in water. So it consists Na plus and Cl minus ions. Okay, so water consists H plus and OH minus ions. So this is the equilibrium. Na plus OH minus Cl minus H plus बरोबर combine cross आपल्याला. So this is also called as ionic equilibrium. So now I am telling you another definition of ionic equilibrium, that is the equilibrium exists in ionic spaces in the solution. The equilibrium exists in ionic spaces in the solution. The equilibrium exists ionic spaces in the solution. These are the ionic spaces in the solution. These are the ionic spaces because NaCl completely dissolve in water to form homogeneous mixture. We know So NaCl consists Na plus and Cl minus ions. Water consists H plus and OH minus ions. So this example in second type, P plus Q equilibrium with X plus Y. Okay. So I am telling you another definition regarding this example. The equilibrium exists in ionic spaces. Ionic spaces. These are the ionic spaces for both sides. For both sides, ionic spaces. Then equilibrium is called as ionic equilibrium. In first case, the equilibrium exists in ions and unionized molecules. That is also called as ionic equilibrium. Ions and unionized molecule also called as ionic equilibrium, because ionic equilibrium must contain ion to the one side at least. Ionic equilibrium मध्ये आयन्स पाहिजेत एका तरी बाजूला. इथे एका बाजूला आहे म्हणजे आयनिक इक्विलिब्रियम, इथं दोन्ही बाजूला आहे तरी पण आयनिक इक्विलिब्रियम. आलं का लक्षात? म्हणजे आयनिक इक्विलिब्रियम मध्ये काय पाहिजे? आयन्स पाहिजेत एका कुठल्या तरी बाजूला. आता इथे ऍटलीस्ट वन बाजूला आहे तरी आयनिक इक्विलिब्रियम, इथं तर दोन्ही बाजूला आहे तरी पण कॉल्ड एज आयोनिक equilibrium. So this is the definition or detailed concept of ionic equilibrium. Okay. Now in 12th standard there is a chapter named electrochemistry. We studied it later, but in that chapter the scientist named Faraday. In that chapter the scientist named Faraday is performed. It is a really brilliant scientist. There is it given two laws for Faraday's laws of electrolysis first and electrolysis second. So it suggests or it proved that Faraday taking one beaker, it consists water and added sugar to this water solution. Water. Beaker number 2 consists water and added salt like NH4Cl. Salt like NH4Cl or NaCl. So he passed electricity in beaker number first and beaker number second. Faraday taking one beaker consists water, this is H2O, and this beaker also consists H2O. He add beaker number first sugar to the beaker number first and add NH4Cl to the beaker number second. Then after that he passed electricity or current through this beaker number first and this beaker number 2. So he observed that sugar is added to the solvent, that is also called as sugar solution. Sugar solution do not conduct electricity. Sugar solution do not conduct electricity. But NaCl or NH4Cl is added to the water. It conducts electricity. Point to be remember that sugar is completely dissolved in water. NaCl or NH4Cl, as we know, is completely dissolved in water. These are the two homogeneous mixtures. Okay, but sugar solution do not conduct electricity, but salt solution conduct electricity. Okay. Now he realized that, and then classification takes place. Electrolyte that consists strong electrolyte and weak electrolyte. So these are the two basic points is proved by scientist Faraday. Sugar solution do not conduct electricity, but salt solution conduct electricity. Okay. Now from that point the classification takes place here. So let us move to the detailed concept regarding this point. So point number first, electrolytes. So the substance which conduct electricity. The substance which conduct electricity called as electrolytes. What is the example? NaCl solution. NaCl solution. Okay. Then non-electrolytes. Non-electrolytes. The substance which do not conduct electricity. From the experiment regarding Faraday, do not conduct electricity. Do not conduct electricity called as non-electrolyte. Example for this. Sugar solution. Sugar solution, because Faraday is observed. Sugar solution do not contain electricity, rather it is completely dissolved in water. Salt solution, that is NaCl, completely dissolved in water but conduct electricity. Okay, so there are the two classification, electrolyte and non-electrolyte, given by scientist Faraday to us. So electrolyte means the substance which conduct electricity called as electrolytes, or the substance which do not conduct electricity called as non-electrolytes. Non-electrolyte. Example, sugar solution. So Faraday reminds that, thinking that why sugar solution can't conduct electricity and salt solution, that is NaCl or NH4Cl solution, conduct electricity. Then he clears that there must be sugar solution, there is no dissociation of sugar takes place. No dissociation of sugar takes place. But in salt solution, dissociation in water takes place. Let us consider that NaCl, which gives Na plus and Cl minus ion in water. Na plus and Cl minus ion, because NaCl is completely dissociate. Completely dissociate, it means NaCl, total separation of positive and negative ions, that is cation and anion. Complete separation of two ions, that is cation and anion. Cation and anion completely वेगळे झाले. It indicates there must be, I am taking 1 mole NaCl, it gives 1 mole Na plus and 1 mole Cl minus. 1 mole Na plus and 1 mole Cl minus. But sugar solution do not dissociate. Sugar solution dissociate होणार नाही. What is the formula for sugar? That is, we have taken this formula for sucrose, C12H22O11. It can't be dissociate. It can't give positive and negative ions. It can't give positive and negative ions. Hence, do not conduct electricity and called as non-electrolytes. But in case of NaCl solution, it consists dissociation of Na plus and Cl minus ions are there and conduct electricity. Hence, it is called as electrolytes. Okay. Now, I am telling you in detail why there is one coefficient for Na plus and Cl minus. So, let us thinking that NaCl, which gives Na plus and Cl minus. So, initial mole. What is the initial mole for NaCl? I am taking 1 mole. Here it is 0 because I am not starting the dissociation process. Reaction is not starting yet. Want to remember that after dissociation, it consists, after dissociation NaCl पाण्यात टाकल्यानंतर हे जे किती राहिले पूर्ण विरघळलं, म्हणजे याच्याकडे काहीच राहिलं नाही. 1 होते, काहीच राहिलं नाही. आणि मग इथे किती आले? 1 आलं का? कोएफिशियंट बघा ना शेवटी, 1 Na प्लस आणि 1 Cl मायनस. ओके, 1 NaCl, 1 Na प्लस आणि 1 Cl मायनस, याचं कम्प्लीट डिसोसिएशन झालं. बरोबर. NaCl 1 मोल घेतलं, याचे काहीच नव्हतं, डिसोसिएशन नाही केलेलं. आता ते बीकर मध्येच आहे माझ्याकडे NaCl. आता पाण्यात टाकलं. पाण्यात टाकल्यावरती सगळे NaCl चे Na प्लस आणि सगळे Cl मायनस वेगळे वेगळे झाले. एक Na एक NaCl बघा, एक कोएफिशियंट Na ला पण लागू आहे आणि एक कोएफिशियंट Cl ला पण लागू आहे ना, म्हणजे Na सगळे वेगळे झाले आणि Cl सगळे वेगळे झाले, म्हणजे इथं काय राहिले, पाण्यात टाकल्यानंतर 0 राहिले, पण इथं किती राहिले, एक Na आणि एक Cl, दॅट इज आयन्स. मी इथं 100 घेतलं असते तर इनिशियल इफ आय एम टेकिंग 100 मोल्स, इथं 0 रिएक्शन आता भांड्यातच आहे. त्यानंतर पाण्यात टाकल्यावरती 100 NaCl चे सगळेचे सगळे डिसोसिएट झाले, म्हणजे आयन 100 Na प्लस आणि 100 Cl मायनस. ओके, असं आहे. त्यामुळं NaCl इज कॉल्ड ॲज इलेक्ट्रोलाइट्स आणि शुगर सोल्युशन इज कॉल्ड ॲज नॉन इलेक्ट्रोलाइट्स. दिस इज द बेसिक concept for electrolyte and non-electrolyte. Now, let us move to the classification of electrolytes. Classification of electrolytes. Classification of electrolytes. Electrolyte, as we know earlier, the electrolyte are the substance which dissociate completely and conduct electricity through them, called as electrolytes. So electrolyte, there are three types. Number first, strong electrolytes. Number two, strong electrolytes. त्यानंतर आहे weak electrolytes. Strong electrolytes and weak electrolyte, two types. Okay, there it is, two types. Strong electrolyte which consist, first I am telling you the definition. Strong electrolytes are the electrolyte which dissociate completely. Strong electrolytes are those who dissociates completely. Strong electrolytes are the substance which dissociate completely. Now point to be remember that I am taking another example for explaining in detail regarding strong electrolyte. So as we know, the HCl it gives H plus and Cl minus. HCl which gives H plus and Cl minus ions. So if I am taking 1 mole, initial moles, that is 1 mole I am taking. So dissociation is not starting gate. So value of H plus and Cl minus is 0. So point to be remember that after dissociation, I am telling you the strong electrolyte are those which dissociate completely. ज्यांचं डिसोसिएशन पूर्ण होतं, 100 HCl घेतले तर 100 H plus 100 Cl minus. ओके, कॉल्ड ॲज स्ट्रॉंग इलेक्ट्रोलाइट. म्हणजे एक घेतला तर बाकी काहीच राहणार नाही माझ्याकडे, डिसोसिएशन झाल्यानंतर 0, पण इथं मात्र एक H प्लस आणि एक Cl मायनस. आलं लक्षात? म्हणजे मी असं एक सिंपल लिहू शकतो, HCl which gives H plus plus Cl minus, 1 mole HCl which gives 1 H plus plus 1 Cl minus. ओके, या पद्धतीने आहे ते. 1 मोल HCl घेतलं, बाकी 0, का संपूर्ण डिसोसिएशन झालं ॲक्युएस सोल्युशन मध्ये. आणि एक HCl पासून हा एक कोएफिशियंट H ला पण लागू आहे आणि एक कोएफिशियंट Cl ला पण लागू आहे ना, त्यामुळे आयन्स वेगळे झाले, आता तुटले, म्हणजे एक H प्लस आणि एक Cl मायनस झालं. 50 HCl घेतलं तर इनिशियल मोल्स किती झाले, 50. इथं 0 अजून ते बीकर मध्येच आहे. आता पाण्यात टाकले ना, पाण्यात टाकल्यावरती कम्प्लीट डिसोसिएशन झाले. 50 मधलं 1 बाकी नाही, 2 बाकी नाही, 40 बाकी नाही, 0 बाकी, कम्प्लीट डिसोसिएशन, बाकी 0. बरोबर. आणि मग इथे किती आलं, 50 H प्लस आणि 50 Cl मायनस. आलं लक्षात? बाकी 0 राहिली, कम्प्लीट डिसोसिएशन. जेवढे पैसे होते ते सगळे संपले, बाकी काहीच नाही, 0. Called as strong electrolytes. Okay, this is the definition or concept of strong electrolyte. Strong electrolyte means the substance which dissociates completely. The substance which dissociates completely, called as strong electrolytes. Okay, now what is the example for strong electrolyte. There are three examples for strong electrolyte. Number first, strong acids. Number second, strong base. Number third, salts. Number third, salt. What is the example for strong acids? As we know earlier, strong acid which consists HCl, H2SO4, HNO3, etc. Okay. What is the example for strong base? Strong base, that is NaOH. Then want to remember that पहिला ग्रुप आणि दुसरा ग्रुप अल्कलीन अल्कलाइन अर्थ मेटलचा आहे, त्याला OH जोडला ते सगळ्यात स्ट्रॉंग असतात. लक्षात ठेवा. पहिल्या ग्रुपचं Na च्या खाली काय आहे, LiNaK, KOH, LiOH. बरोबर. बेसिसिटी अशी डिक्रीज होते पिरियडमुळे. बरोबर. तुम्हाला अकरावीमध्ये आपण पिरियोडिक टेबलमध्ये शिकलाय. पहिला दुसरा ग्रुपला OH जोडला मेटलला, सगळ्यात स्ट्रॉंग बेस होतं. सॉल्ट्स. सॉल्ट म्हणजे कोण? सॉल्ट्स आर दो सबस्टन्स विच formed by combination of strong acid and strong base for formation of strong electrolyte. Strong electrolyte म्हणजे कोण? त्याचे सॉल्ट कसे? स्ट्रॉंग ऍसिड आणि स्ट्रॉंग बेसच्या कॉम्बिनेशन तयार झालेले. स्ट्रॉंग ऍसिड आणि स्ट्रॉंग बेसच्या कॉम्बिनेशन तयार झाले किंवा दोघांपैकी एक तरी ऍटलीस्ट स्ट्रॉंग पाहिजे. फॉर एक्झाम्पल बघा, मी HCl प्लस NaOH तयार करतो की HCl प्लस NaOH स्ट्रॉंग ऍसिड स्ट्रॉंग बेस काय तयार होणार आहे बघा की NaCl तयार होणार, वॉटर निघून जाणार. NaCl तयार झालं का नाही, म्हणजे NaCl हा सॉल्ट आहे, मीठ सॉल्ट आहे. त्यामुळं हा एक्झाम्पल कशामध्ये बसतोय? सॉल्टच्या कॅटेगरीत बसतोय. आलं का लक्षात? म्हणजे ह्याचं डिसोसिएशन पूर्ण होते, पाण्यात पूर्ण तर विरघळणारच. 100 जर NaCl घेतले तर 100 Na प्लस 100 Cl मायनस देणारच. देन आय एम टेकिंग अनदर एक्झाम्पल फॉर HCl and KOH. HCl plus KOH. So it gives KCl. It gives KCl. Example for this NaCl, KCl, etc. NaCl, KCl, etc. Okay. Now this is the example for strong electrolytes. Now strong electrolytes means the substance which dissociate completely, called as strong electrolytes. Example which consists strong acid, strong base and its salt. Strong acid as we know earlier, strong base सांगितलं, salts कसे बनवायचे ते सांगितले. दोघांच्या कॉम्बिनेशन किंवा एक तरी स्ट्रॉंग वाला पाहिजे, म्हणजे स्ट्रॉंग इलेक्ट्रोलाइट बनण्यासाठी स्ट्रॉंग पाहिजे ना. मग स्ट्रॉंग ऍसिड किंवा स्ट्रॉंग बेस पैकी एक तरी स्ट्रॉंग घ्यायचा, मग दुसरा वीक घेतला तरी चालतो. ठीक आहे. हे झालं क्लासिफिकेशन ऑफ इलेक्ट्रोलाइट्स ऑफ फर्स्ट टाइप, strong electrolytes. Then let us move to the weak electrolytes. Let us move to the weak electrolyte. Point number 2 or classification consists number 2 point, that is weak electrolytes. Weak electrolytes. Okay. So what is the weak? Weak electrolytes are those which dissociate partially. Weak electrolytes are those substances which dissociates partially. Dissociates partially. Weak electrolytes are those substances which dissociate partially. Partially means small amount मध्ये, small quantity मध्ये. So what is the example for that? So I am taking so as we know, we have to familiar with CH3COOH. CH3COOH. So CH3COOH which dissolve in water to form CH3COO minus plus H plus. CH3COO minus plus H plus. If I am taking 10 moles of CH3COOH, 10 moles of CH3COOH. So initial moles will be 10. Here it is 0 because मी अजून ऍडच केलेलं नाही, आता ते माझ्या भांड्यात आहे, बिकर मध्ये आहे. त्यानंतर वॉटर मध्ये टाकलं म्हणजे डिझॉल्व्ह झालं. डिझॉल्व्ह झाल्यानंतर बाकी किती राहिलं, 0 नाही राहणार, 0 राहिले ते स्ट्रॉंग होते, पार्शियली डिसोसिएट होते, पार्शियल डिसोसिएट होते. इट इंडिकेट्स 10 मोल घेतले तर 5 मोलचं डिसोसिएशन झालं, 5 मोल बाकी, म्हणजे मला किती 5CH3COO मायनस आणि 5H प्लस, 5H प्लस म्हणजे 5CH3COOH अनआयोनाइज्ड असणार आहे. 5 moles of acetic acid जे असेल ते unionized acids are there. So it is called as a weak electrolytes. Weak electrolyte. So I am explaining you in detail. So don't worry about that. So weak electrolyte point to be remember are those which dissociate partially. Partially means small quantity मध्ये. If I am taking, this is my water content, water H2O. If I am adding CH3COOH 10 moles. 10 moles. If I am adding CH3COOH 10 moles. Point to remember that CH3COOH can dissolve, can form CH3COO minus and H plus ions. But out of 10 moles, only 5 moles. Out of 10 moles, only 5 moles are converted into CH3COO minus and H plus. Only 5 moles are converted into acetate ion and H plus ions. And 5 moles remains as it is. 5 moles of CH3COOH. I am writing here 5 moles of CH3COOH remains as it is in water solution. Remains as it is. Okay, so 10 मोल घेतले, 10 मोल पैकी 5च मोल विरघळले. ओके, 5 मोल तशीच राहिली ना, म्हणजे पूर्ण डिसोसिएशन कुठे झालं. NaCl चे 100 मोल घेतले तर 100 मोल डिसोसिएट झाले, बाकी 0. बरोबर, 100 Na प्लस आणि 100 Cl मायनस. ऍसिडिक ऍसिडचे 10 मोल घेतले, 5 डिसोसिएट झाले, म्हणजे 5 CH3COOH असं म्हणू शकतो आणि 5 H प्लस. 5 मोल आहे तशी राहील, बाकी किती राहील 5. आलं लक्षात, तर 0 ठिकाण आहे, म्हणजे त्याला म्हणायचं वीक इलेक्ट्रोलाइट्स. वीक इलेक्ट्रोलाइट्स आर दोज विच डिसोसिएट्स पार्शियली, विच डिसोसिएट्स पार्शियली, कॉल्ड एज वीक electrolytes. Okay, let's move to the classification of weak electrolytes. Weak electrolytes. So number first, in case of strong electrolyte, there will be strong acids, strong base, and its salt are the examples. So in case of weak electrolyte, so weak acids, weak base, and its salt. Weak acid, weak base, and its salt. So what is a weak acid? Example for weak acid, as we know, CH3COOH. Okay, then HCN, C6H5COOH, benzoic acid, hydrogen cyanide, acetic acid, then formic acid are those some example. So what is the example for weak base? Number first, weak base consists NH4OH. Okay. Number 2 consists CH3NH, CH3. Okay. These are the few examples I am writing here. So now, what is the example for salt? So salt means combination of weak acid and weak base, or at least weak acid, weak base पैकी एक पाहिजे कोणीतरी. So I am writing here CH3COOH plus, this is the example for weak acid, this is the example for weak base, NH4OH, we get OH आणि H, water तयार झालं म्हणजे राहिलं काय, CH3COO, NH4, ammonium carbonate, this is the salt for which is formed by combination of weak acid and weak base. So these are the weak electrolytes, CH3COO and H4. Okay. And मी फक्त कसं आलं ते दाखवलं, एक्झाम्पल हे आहे, कसं आलं ते दाखवलं. त्यानंतर another example for salt, that is equal to NH4 twice CO3, ammonium carbonate. I am writing only few examples related to weak electrolyte. Now these are the overall classification of electrolyte. Electrolyte means strong electrolyte and weak electrolyte. Okay, so in this video lecture we studied the concept of ionic equilibrium, the definition of ionic equilibrium, then what is electrolyte, non-electrolyte, and classification of electrolyte. Okay, in this video lecture you have to prepare your short notes which helping you in qualified JEE, NEET and MHT CET exams. So hopefully you have understand my point. So thank you.